Hi, my name is Vicki Tobia and welcome to Aspen, Colorado. I'm filming in front of the Aspen Snowmass Pilates studio today. I'm using a hand towel and a bath towel for this mat workout. It's the first 10 mat exercises, somewhat modified, and it's dedicated to my friend Julie. Let's begin on our backs. Use the small towel for your neck if that feels better. Pelvic tilts. Arms by your side. A supportive curve, neutral position with the hip bones and pubic bones resting on the same plane, and then dialing under, finding that from the deep abdominals, the pelvic floor, and the inner thighs. Tucking under and releasing. Try not to jam, stay easy in your upper body. Visualize your hip bones narrowing, coming in, and concave across the front of the body. Into hip rolls. Get rid of your neck pillow. Setting up for a bridge, stabilize your shoulders, tuck your tail, and roll up into your balance between your shoulder blades and your feet. Take a deep breath. Rolling down, soften your chest, your ribs, your waist touches, and then the tail. Breath in, neutral. Tuck the tail, peel and lift. Open the front of the thighs, try to stretch the hips any bit more, and rounding down from the back of your throat. Deep breath, weight into both feet. Exhale, peel and lift. Making a long line from shoulder to knee, more weight towards the feet, rounding. Inhale. Exhale. Arms arcing back. Wrist to the floor behind you. Keep the wrist down on the mat while you roll through the spine. Float the arms up and back down by your side. Stabilize the shoulders. Weight into the big toe, second toe, and heel. Arms arc back, maybe shrugging if that feels good. Rolling down. Improving the articulation. Once again. Rounding just to your posterior tilt now. Find your imprint. Bring the arms up. Take a moment to reach. Feel that width across your chest. Open the arms to a T, setting up for tick-tock. Float one leg to tabletop. Exhale, the other leg comes up. Legs going one direction, you look in the opposite. Shoulders staying down, back to center, imprint. Other direction. Back to center. Work your upper back. Let the top leg hip lift and rotate back to center. Squeeze your thighs together. And center all the vertebrae down. 3, 2, 1. Center. Over. 2, 3. One more each side. And center. Setting up for the 100. I'm going to use the beach towel underneath my tail just to help facilitate the pelvic tilt. And then I'll take the hand towel and place that under my head in a comfortable position. Warming up the breath and your brain. Reach your arms long, palms are up, and begin to pump. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 5 counts. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Keep the abs flat. Exhale. Mind to your abs, pulling in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. In and out. Small of the back, down on the mat. If you'd like to work harder, exhale, lift your upper body. 6. In and out. In. Little space between chin and throat. Are you warming up that armpit to hip? Keep that strong reach. 2 more sets. Keep that strong pump. Breathe in. Exhale all the air out of the body and bend your knees. Take that bath towel away. Coming up for roll up. I'm going to elongate the towel now and place it at the small of my back. Knees slightly bent to begin for roll-up, and then rounding back so that the towel is placed at the biggest arch of my spine. Maybe using a neck pillow, maybe not. Arms go back, narrow your waist and pull your ribs down. Experiment with knees bent or straight. Bring the arms up. Chest is open. Tip your chin in, exhale, curling up and over, reach for your toes. Flex your feet to stretch your calves. Take an extra breath and work the lift of the rib cage off the pelvis. Your choice of palms face down or in, rounding, touching one bone at a time from tail to head. Narrow the waist, arms, head, peeling. Now if you get stuck, experiment with how rolled up the towel is. The more arch you have in your back, the more roll you'll want so that the floor meets you. Curling. Rounding over. If you experience any back pain, bend the knees. Articulate as you go. 2 more. If this is as high as you come, that's fine. Use a hand behind the thigh and curl. The value in rolling down slowly with precision and control will get you stronger over time. Arms, you check that your collarbones are wide. You tip your chin in and maybe kick to roll up. This time I'm getting rid of the towel, getting ready for one leg circle. Down on the mat. So as assist your neck pillow however you'd like it to be comfortable here, and bending both knees back to a neutral posture. Supportive curve at your waist. Float your right leg in, straighten, bend other side. It's not about the leg, it's about your pelvic and spine stability. So get in touch with how your body's touching the mat. Don't let it shift or change weight. One more. Ready to add on. Circles. Extending one leg to the ceiling. Cross the midline, down, around and stop with your heel over your hip. Cross, circle, around and stop the movement. Keeping neutral so we have that supportive curve. 2 more. If your hips are getting tight, soft knee. Reverse the circle. If this is easy for you, experiment with extending the bottom leg. But remember, no rocking in the pelvis or spine. 1 more. Bending that knee, placing it down. Notice the transition. Be mindful as you bring the other leg up that you aren't leaning to one side. Cross, down, around, and stop. Inhale. As you get stronger, that circle gets bigger. 2 more. Shoulders sliding away from ears. Maybe palms in karate chop if that feels better. Reverse. Feeling the opposition from head to tail. 2 more. And bending the knee. Preparing to roll up for a transition. One thigh into your chest, hands behind that leg. Exhale, rock up to a seated position and bring your seat closer to your feet for rolling like a ball. Lift your feet off the mat. Take your hands to your shins or your ankles. Widen your elbows. Lift your spine and round over your thighs. Begin with an inch of movement, rolling back slightly and curving forward. Tucking under with the same muscles we used in pelvic tilt. So the abs, deep pelvic floor and inner thighs, lower buttocks. Last time, stay back. Challenge yourself to be a little risky here, so you're not playing it safe. This is our start and stop. We roll to the shoulder blades, back and up, putting on the brakes, round, back, curving up, still trying to lift the rib cage off the pelvis. centered on the mat. There's our shelf of the arms framing. One more. Place the soles of the feet together, feet down on the mat, and hinge forward for a tailor stretch. Nose to one knee, a little twist. Other side. Hips don't move. Back to center, setting up for single leg stretch. Take this opportunity to roll down and resist, resist. And then assist your neck pillow to the correct place. Find your pelvic tilt. Legs float up to tabletop. Hands to one leg, stretching the opposite out. Now find that pelvic tilt, deepen. Switch legs, reaching the leg out as you pull the other knee in. Switch. Switch. There's the wide elbows we work down and rolling like a ball. So you have that armpit to hip. Down. Keeping the neck long. No tension in the shoulders. Switch. Hold. Tip your chin in. Lift your nose. Centered. 4 more. Switch. Try to lift the chest higher. Higher. And lowering down. Double leg stretch. Reach arms and legs to the ceiling. Start to move your limbs away from center. When you feel the tension and the stress on your abs, those are the diagonals you're going to work with. Open the arms to a T and hug your knees in. Stretch your limbs. Reach away. Biceps by ears would be great. Open and hug. But you'll decide. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze those legs together and tip your chin in, lift head and shoulders, reach, hug. Inhale, abs pull in, exhale, deepen. Use that pull in to stretch your back and get better contact of the waistband down onto the mat. Reverse curls, arms by your side, get rid of the neck pillow and lift your hips. Lift your hips. Let the tail lift. That's an open chain pelvic tilt. Same exercise we started class with. Lift, lift. Now stay more toward the lower thoracic spine, your bottom ribs, for scissors. Take hands behind one thigh or calf, wherever you can reach. Just don't hold behind your knee because you're working on a straight leg. Lower the left leg till you feel a stretch, deepening, and maybe some lengthening here, and switch sides. Find it on the other side, and switch. Arms in that same shelf-like position. Switch. So I always reach them out to the sides and broaden our chest and back. And switch. Small of the back is down. I think of this like the limbs of a tree, and my spine behind the waist is rooted down. Hold, tip your chin in, lift your head and shoulders. That might affect where you hold on to your leg. 4 more. And up. Easy in the neck. You're trying more to lift the mass of your chest up. Keep lifting that heavier part of the upper rib cage. And 1. Bend the knees. Grab your bath towel and place it at your lower tail. Float your legs back up to tabletop and see if that facilitates the pelvic tilt. I want to move mine up just a little bit for lower and lift. Heels together, toes apart, straight legs lower. I'm squeezing the inner thighs together and then lift back up to 90. Trying to make the body that's moving as compact as possible. The body part that's moving. Lower, reaching, slimming waist to toes. Chest is open. Maybe you're using your neck pillow. Hands behind your head, one hand over the other. Lift your upper body. Remember that challenge of staying lifted in the sternum, and we'll lower. And lift. Lower. Squeeze your upper inner thighs. Close the gap between the legs. And up. Get rid of the towel for crisscross. Switch the hand that's on top. Legs in tabletop. Twist opposite elbow to knee. Reaching the other leg out long. Lift to center. Lift your upper body. Find the rotation. Working the twist and the lift. Center. Rotate. Center. Rotate. Lift. Ha. See those abs as the string that pulls the upper body off the floor. Curl and lift. Rotate and lift. Are you basketing the weight of your head? 2 more sets. Use hands behind the thighs, rock up to a seated position for spine stretch forward. Legs as wide as your mat, maybe sitting on the bath towel if your hamstrings are really tight. Okay, you can fold that up as much as you need to and float the arms up. Take a few pumps, find the same muscles you used in the 100. That plugging in triceps into your lats. Come to stillness and grow another 2 inches. Rounding forward from the back of your throat. Softening your chest, your ribs. Now at the bottom, can you lift your rib cage off your pelvis more like we did in roll-up? Rolling back up. Taller at the top. Rounding forward. You're reaching your hands over your toes, but you can't quite get there because your abs are pulling back so much. And then you drag your body back up using the abs. I'll demonstrate that straight ahead. The challenging piece is not letting it go into your neck. So I'm constantly talking to my lats, pulling that armpit to hip, rolling back up, and I just apply a light amount of back of the arm pressure. You could even check the pumps again. Last one. Limbs reaching in opposition to the abs, pulling in, and lift. Okay, that concludes our beginning mat sequence. Thank you very much for joining me.